This is the most epic glitch you can do in Modern Warfare Zombies right now. This is the very easy solo method of duplicating any items you want in the game. All the legendaries, wonder weapons, whatever. This is using the tombstone duplication method. You just put it all in your tombstone and then you actually exfil with everything. You can put it in your stash, keep your weapons, keep your progression. Then you go back in the game and it's all still in your tombstone duplicated. You also get to keep your money and that duplicates as well. And this works on PlayStation 5 and Xbox. And I'm going to be showing you guys the PlayStation 5 way of doing it. And Tag935, shout out to him, he's got the video of how to do it on Xbox. And I'll have that link down in the description. The first thing you want to do is get Tombstone Perk and drink it. You can buy it for 2,000 from the machine that will randomize around the map. You can get it from the Wonder Fizz that's in the red zone. And a lot of the times we get it from this free Easter egg step with a sniper that scopes in on the bunny on the crane. And you can also get it from loot crates and contract rewards around the map. But this is the only time you have to drink Tombstone, is the very first step. And even though you're leaving and coming back into the game and duplicating items, you never have to buy it again. The second step is optional, and that's to get a large rucksack. And you can buy one in the red zone at the buy station for 10,000 points. But they're definitely worth it because whatever you put in this rucksack to start duplicating, those are the items that will continuously duplicate forever and ever, or until they patch it. Step 3 is to get the items you want to duplicate and put them into your rucksack. And we were duplicating wonder weapons like the Scorcher, the Raygun, lots of flawless crystals and legendary tools. But there's one thing you need to keep in mind, and that is how you have your rucksack organized. You do not want to have anything in the first or last slot. So leave the first and last slot empty, and that's because those two slots will interfere with your money duplicating. If you have items in those slots, for some reason it takes over the money and it will not duplicate your money. But if you leave those two slots empty, then your money will duplicate and double and maybe sometimes triple every time you come in. And shout out to Tag935, he's the one that figured out the slot situation. Like, yeah, the money doesn't duplicate if you have items there. Once you're happy with what's in your rucksack and the first and last slot are empty, you want to get down and bleed out. Do not exfil, but make sure you do have tombstone before you get downed. So what you're doing here is imprinting that tombstone with that rucksack and the money that you have in there and also the items. So the next step, and step 6, is to go back in the game and collect the tombstone. Doing this will complete that imprint step. And now this tombstone has those items like kind of permanently imprinted into it, and that's what it's going to start duplicating. And if you've done it with a large rucksack, then it's going to give you that large rucksack inventory back. You're not going to have that much space, but yeah, it's still going to give you all that stuff. So the next step is the easy part, where you can just go in and out of the game and keep taking all those duplicated items out. You don't ever have to drink tombstone and get downed again. And what I'm about to show you here is the PlayStation 5 method. And this is what I figured out and what works for me every time. There might be something different that works for others, but this guarantees me that it will duplicate and work. So you want to exfil and get ready to pull your Ethernet cable. I don't know about how Wi-Fi would work, but as soon as you see successful exfil, pull that Ethernet cable and it will disconnect you from the game. Then at this point, I close the game and then plug the Ethernet cable back in and then go back into the game. Now, I have heard some people on PlayStation say that they're able to just close the game when they see the successful exfil and not have to pull the Ethernet cable. For me, I could not get that to work. The timing just wasn't there. I don't know if I was too fast or too slow, but I tried way too many times. It would not work, but pulling the Ethernet cable absolutely did. On Xbox, it seems to be a little bit easier. It allows you to just close the game whenever you see exfil, and it duplicates for Tag935 every time. Again, definitely check out his video and see what he has to say about it. But when you exfil like this, you will keep everything that you want to bring out that is actually something that you can bring out and stash. And right here, I've got the stash absolutely packed with stuff. And for some reason, my stash was just filling up, even though I was maxed out. But there's a glitch you can do if that's not automatically doing it. You just select an item and then choose swap. Instead of going into the stash, you go and craft any blueprint you have available, and it will put that blueprint into your rucksack and put that item into the stash. So now you just repeat the process. You've created an imprinted tombstone that's going to constantly give you that stuff. So go back in, you should see your tombstone in the same spot, open it up and collect all your items. And then to make sure the tombstone stays and duplicates, you just exfil and pull the Ethernet cable at the right moment. If you want to change what it's duplicating and giving you, then you have to put that item in there and then actually get downed and not exfil. But then exfil after that, and it will change what it's duplicating for you. But this is absolutely insane and super OP. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you next video.